Hi everyone, welcome. This is Gem 314 Tarot. I hope I find you all well. Thank you for returning and hello if you're new. We're doing Scorpio Moon today. Moon's in Scorpio. Scorpios, get in here. Any placement. Sun, Moon, Rising, North Node, you know, um, Sun, Moon, Rising, North Node, Stellium, or any other placements of concern. Okay? Look in your chart. So for instance, let's say your Scorpio moon is on the 7th house. Then that would be like a love reading or what you're looking for in relationships. If you're looking for a relationship reading, then you can find some messages in here. If your Scorpio moon is on the 1st house, it's your rising sign, then you can look in the area of your health, your mental stamina, your projects, your vitality, any kind of ambitious nature, things like that. Let's see, if your Scorpio moon is in the 10th house, that could be career related, then, you can find some messages about that. This reading will be for the collective regarding the Scorpio moon energy at the time. So even if you are Gemini sun, even if you don't have Scorpio moon. The moon in Scorpio does affect everyone differently. So I try to bill it as a collective reading regarding the current energies at the time, which is moon in Scorpio right now. So anybody with those placements or those concerns are welcome here. So what I did was I laid out 3 cards for like a base of the energies we're working with for the next few days. We laid out power, the devil, and the empress. This is from the First Light Tarot. The power card is indicating somewhere where we can know our power. Also, this is the thing with the power card. It says know your power and your place. And this reminds me a lot of the strength card, because in strength you have an angel and a lion. And you have to decide which one you are. Are you the one that has to tame something about yourself, or are you the one that has to acknowledge you need the taming? Do you know what I mean? So this is deciding where your power lies and how you utilize it, okay? It says know your power and your place. Sometimes, if we feel like we need to barge in and spread our power in some other area that we're not welcome, or it's not our place to do it, then that's wasted energy, that's wasted power, and we could end up burning bridges along the way. So we need to know when. What does Kenny Rogers say? Know when to hold them and when to fold them. So when the power is when you can figure out when is the best time to use it, and if it's your place to use it, okay? This also says solitude, understanding, and reality. To clarify that, we dropped the fox and then the empress, and we will clarify those. In the middle, we dropped the Devil card from the First Light Tarot. It's a feeling of entrapment. It's the opposite of there's loss of freedom, fear. There could be ruthlessness here, and this is a trapped energy. This is Capricorn energy, ruled by Saturn. Saturn's the taskmaster. He keeps us on track. He keeps us bound to things that we aren't allowed to let go of until we learn the lesson, okay? It's the same idea as you can't go out to play until your homework is finished, okay? But this is like a boosted version of that, whereas this is like we're not going to get freedom until we figure out how to take the chains off. And that Saturn right now is I believe in Pisces for a long, long time. And it's because he is dragging his scythe through. Where are we? Saturn is in Pisces, dragging his scythe through the religious institutions, what we think of as tradition, how we connect with source. He's really uprooting a lot of things that were, what's the word you want me to say? They were just institutionalized for a really long time. Saturn is a very slow moving energy. Takes him a long time to drag that scythe through. We're going to be in that Piscean upheaval energy for a while. On top of that, drop the Clover from the Lenormand deck and the Serpent, the Tower from the Animal Wisdom. Then we got the Empress from the First Light Tarot, development, growth, abundance, and productivity. Then we got the Holly from the Lenormand and Sea Lion, the Seven of Shells from the Animal Wisdom. So let's go ahead and I wrote notes so we can get this overall energy here. First of all, the power card, power with the Fox and the Empress. So Fox energy in Lenormand deck is cleverness, instincts, skill, but be shifty, shrewd, and sly. Okay, and then on top of that, you've got the sweet Empress. This always to me feels like something you need to protect, something you need to nurture. This also gives me self-care vibes. Empress is very self-care right now. We're going through some South Node, North Node, Libra, Aries right now. And that is definitely, South Node is where we come from, where we're coming from, and North Node is what we're heading into or dealing with now. So South Node in Libra meant that the collective had given a lot of energy into relationships and pulled too much energy from Aries energy, which is self-care, your vitality, your energy, your optimism, your health, things like that, your self-esteem, self-worth, confidence, enthusiasm, those things, powerful things, empowering things. We sucked too much energy from that and put it into the Libra energy, put it into our relationships, giving it to other people in order to try to balance things. But now with North Node in Aries, it's telling us to pull that back, kind of come back from giving too much to relationships and Libra energy. Stop trying to balance things. Stop trying to play peacemaker. Stop trying to make things fair because it didn't turn out fair for you. So now we're pulling our energy back into Aries energy for our own health, our own vitality, our own ambitions, our own, we're giving back to ourselves. That to me feels, even though the Empress rules Taurus and Libra, like I said, Libra was the South Node right now. I feel like there is a call for a lot of self-nurturing. And here with Power and the Fox and the Cow with the Empress card, this feels like the collective realizing that you have the skills, that's the Fox energy, you have the skills to empower, that's the Power card, your ideas and projects, that's the Empress energy. Be shrewd, be clever, and quick. Protect your efforts, nurture yourself, and your plans. Next, we have Devil energy, feeling trapped. On top with the Clover on top. The Clover is small luck. I love this card because there's a four-leaf clover and a coin underneath it. And it reminds us that a lot of times we don't look at our feet. We always stay focused ahead so we can see where we're going. But a lot of times we don't pay attention to the small things at our feet, things that we walk past, things that maybe are too low, quote unquote, low for us to notice. But down there, underneath that four-leaf clover is a coin. It's prosperity. It's something small, some small opportunity, small luck. There's hope here, synchronicities. That's another thing people kind of overlook when we're walking upright and we're facing forward and we don't see anything below our shoulders, right? We don't see anything in the below our gaze. And that is where signs and synchronicities are. So it says be alert and see opportunities, because there could be like some little monetary gift here. So on top of trapped, we've got clover, which is small luck. And then on top of that, we drew the tower again, serpent energy, the quickener. The quickener, I love the energy of the quickener in this case because quickening in biology and spirituality, a quickening in general, is a coming online of powerful life force. Okay. In biology, for us women, when we're pregnant, at around 4.5 months, so about 16 to 18 weeks, there will start to be we'll start to feel activity, actual activity in our wombs when we're pregnant, okay? And that is the fetus coming alive. A lot of times it feels like bubbles, like if you could think of your womb as a freshly poured cup of Sprite from McDonald's, and it's crisp and it's bubbly and it feels alive and it feels refreshing, and it's like this power boost, right? An energy uh, um, release. That's what it feels like. That is in spirituality when the consciousness enters the developing fetus. That is kind of what they think when the brain is developed enough to accept the soul. And then the merging of the two, flesh and soul, brings something to life. It's called the quickening. You can actually look it up. It's a feeling that a lot of women get at that point. For the men or the nerds, think of the Highlander movie. When he cuts off the head of another immortal and he absorbs their life force, it's called the quickening because it's a coming online of a life force. So I love that they call the tower the quickener because so many times when we drop the tower, we just feel disaster. Okay, everything's going to come crashing down around us. But as the quickener, this is a liberation. This is not a punishment. Okay, that's why we have to stop thinking about the devil and the tower and death as punishments. It is a clearing away of something that had become toxic or burdensome or a blockage. This is something that had to be destroyed, okay? So we've got the devil entrapment. We've got a little bit of luck sandwiched in between the devil and the tower. I mean, that's really cool. So even though it may feel like something doesn't go your way in the next couple days, maybe something gets squashed, like you had a great idea, or you had plans, or you had something that you were looking forward to, like coming to fruition. I mean, it could be something as simple as you made plans with somebody, but then there's restriction here with the devil. You feel like, oh, I can't, this is, like I said, it doesn't always have to be something super deep, something life changing. Moon energy the moon only stays in the signs for like 2 days. So this is very fleeting energy that we're reading right now. There's going to be something that is a restriction. You don't feel like you're free to do this. There's going to be a little bit of luck coming your way in order to blow those restrictions off of you, and you're going to be able to be free. Okay, there's freedom here, but it's going to look like a disaster, and I hate that people get kind of freaked out when they see negative connotation cards. Next, we have the Empress, which is development and growth and abundance. So there's going to be some kind of opportunity where you thought you were trapped in something. You thought you weren't going to make any headway. You thought, well, they're telling me the the way is shut. I think that's from Lord of the Rings. The way is shut. You shall not pass, things like that. Then you've got the clover, which is a little bit of luck, and then the quickener, which is the tower. It destroys whatever was in your way. Then you've got the Empress here with development and growth. And from the Lenormand, we drop the holly. Holly is is this the parasite or the tree? Shoot. Healthy roots and endurance. I think it's a tree. Mistletoe is the parasite, right? Holly is a tree, I think. Okay, so The thing with holly is it's one of the two trees in this deck. The other tree is an oak tree. That's strength and sturdiness and endurance and deep roots and for stability and things like that. Holly, it's here. It's a winter tree, and it can withstand extreme weather, like deep cold. But it's very, I just heard humble. I don't know why. It's very sturdy in its own way. It's not like an oak. Okay, an oak is sturdy because it's strong and immovable, but holly is sturdy because it can weather things. It's not flexible, but it's just what does this say? It says healthy roots, endurance, cultivating good health, hibernation, withdrawal. Okay, withdrawal to weather adversity. So this might be something where after the devil comes through with this luck and the tower that breaks these bonds, you're going to have this moment where you can just kind of breathe and relax and put some energy into something you had been trying to develop. That's that Empress energy where you're growing abundance, productivity. This could be just you to, it says hibernation and withdrawal for to weather adversity. So yeah, this feels like something might just want you just might want to stay home for the next couple days and invest in something that you are being productive about for yourself. On top of that, we've got sea lion. Okay, let me go. Let's back up one position because I forgot to read my notes for this. In the middle, devil, clover, and the tower. It says a lucky break helps you from something helps okay a lucky break helps free you from something that had you restricted, either some obstacle or a fear. Okay, and then with empress energy, holly, and the sea lion, seven of shells, it says you're in charge of nurturing the roots of your manifestations. Don't allow poison in your ground. Dream big, that's the sea lion energy. Dream big, but manifest an honest reality. Hope for the best and strengthen your heart. Prepare for changes and choose accordingly. Okay, so with Seven of Shells, sea lion energy, to me, the Seven of Cups is like your vision board. Okay, planning out what you want, daydreaming, imagining possibilities, possible futures, possible different paths. And then part of your visioning board is that you put up the things that you want. Those represent the seven cups, right? You putting up things that you want, and then underneath it you're like, how can I get there? Okay, so if you want college, right, you put up a picture of a diploma. You want college, and then you have to make, like with string, you make a line and then you plot the course. Okay, if you want college as a goal, but you're down here as a fry cook, you put fry cook here, college degree there, and then the string connecting the two. And along the way on the string, you have to put little things, little milestones that you need to reach, little stepstones, okay? The rungs on the ladder in order to get from one place to another. That's how the vision board works. So for seven of shells, this feels like for emotional fulfillment, you have all these options, or you're trying to give yourself options. The Empress energy with development, and Holly with withdrawal and hibernation. It feels like you're kind of going back to the drawing board, actually, and you're trying to decide different shells. You're deciding about what off that vision board might need to be adjusted, might need revision. Okay, so after this tower, because it feels like you're giving power to something. You've got the skills to do it, you've got the skills to manifest it, you've got to nurture it and yourself. That's that first rule. Then you've got the devil, something that has you trapped. The clover, small good luck, maybe a monetary gift. Then the tower, blowing some restraints off of you. Tower energy is Scorpio. That's where the moon is right now, right? The tower. Scorpio energy, the transformer. Yeah, that's why we have a serpent here, the transformer, the quickener. So yeah, that's very powerful, liberating energy. Love it. Accept it. Hold it close. Lust for it. Okay? Even though it seems horrible energy. Oh my God, I dropped the devil in the tower. That's destruction. Yeah, but it's destruction for you. Always look at it that way. Now, this might feel like a destruction because even when we're in the middle of a storm, that's not really personal. It's not God doesn't send a thunderstorm to personally attack us. He sends a thunderstorm because our environment needs cleaning out, right? It's a force of nature. It's the will of the universe. It is what it is. And we, as small things living in the universe, we kind of catch the wind. We get the brunt of it. We get hit by a street sign, right? Something floods. In the grand scheme of things, something floods in our basement was collateral damage. It's not personal. It's not, it can feel like a disaster because our little bubble is our whole world. But if we can step outside of that, realize that, what does my card say? Some storms are not sent to destroy, they're sent to clear your path. Okay? So that storm feeling with the tower and the devil and everything, it is to liberate you. Because look at what happens after that. You got the Empress twice in the same row. This is very nurturing, empowering development. There's something here that's birthing, okay? Now, I have to actually admit that if you don't want to get pregnant, then don't. Then be very careful here. In fact, I thought that the Empress dropped again. Yeah, you got the Empress 3 times in this reading, 3 different decks. Okay, so there is something here that is begging to be nurtured because the development is ready. Okay, so that's the overall. Now, what I tried to do underneath that. Oh, let's do the anchor cards too. So with the anchor cards, I just basically flipped them over, and whatever is at the bottom of the deck is anchoring all this energy together, okay? So let's summarize that. Um, you had, so I love this fox energy because it's like you have the skill. I also wanted to mention something else. Here we've got this damn salmon again. Oh shoot, I forgot to look that up. Hang on, I'll be right back. Okay, I paused at 22:08 for anyone looking for number sinks. I had to look up salmon real quick because salmon has been literally swimming through the readings for the last couple weeks. It started with the Animal Wisdom deck with the 9 of shells, which is 9 of cups. Salmon energy is that feeling of like swimming upriver, right? Okay, against all odds, against the rapids. It's going against the flow in order to get somewhere. Is hella determination energy here. So it showed up here again in the fox card. The fox is here at the river and it's looking at that salmon jumping up the river. It's not necessarily hunting it, I don't think. I think the fox was going about his business doing something else and the salmon jumped up and he's like, "Oh, hey dude, how you doing?" He's just like he's acknowledging that the salmon is on a journey. So let me back up to the Animal Wisdom deck, the 9 of Cups, the 9 of Shells, Salmon Energy. In that card, Salmon was still in the ocean, beginning its journey to coming back to its spawning grounds. That's what the salmons do. They grow in the ocean. Oh, hang on a second. Got a trapped kitty, you guys. I'm not gonna pause. Come on here. There. So salmon come back from the ocean every mating season, right? And they swim upriver and they return to where they were born and they spawn there. The thing is, they don't really return to the ocean and do it again. It's not a back and forth. They spend time in the ocean, they return upriver, they spawn, and then they are so spent with energy. They spend all their energy in getting up there and mating that they die. They die after that. They don't really return to the ocean. What does return to the ocean is their offspring, because then when the cycle starts over again, the salmon eggs that were fertilized hatch, and they go downriver and return to the ocean. And then they live their lives and come back upriver. The thing with the thing with the nine of shells being salmon is that since it's shells, it's emotion, it's love, it's the idea of returning to love that, for me anyways, is symbolized by something you know from a past life. It's a different cycle, but it's still ingrained in your spiritual DNA to return to that spot and try to get back, quote unquote, to your heart's home. Okay, so now we've got two cards again with salmon in them. In one of them, Fox notices it going upstream on its business. Okay, this, like I said, determination. And then that's when the Empress goes on top of that. And the fish, again, are a symbol, especially salmon, a symbol of fertility and renewal. And with the Empress laying right on top of it, like I said before, there's something here that wants to be birthed, something here that wants renewal and life. Something wants life here. In the anchor cards, so for the First Light Tarot, we've got the Tower again. Okay, we've got a lot of repeating cards. Let's review the First Light Tarot. We've laid out Power, the Devil, and the Empress. Okay, now on the pile with the Devil, we got the Tower from the Animal Wisdom deck. Then on the anchor, we got the Tower, which is alarm. It's a storms, lightning, and impulses. What did I say about the storm? Weather the storm, right? It's not sent to punish. It's sent to clear away. It's sent, look, even lightning, electricity, it jolts something with life, okay? From the Animal Wisdom, we got the nice little Page of Pentacles, the raccoon, the little trash panda. He's industrious, he's crafty, he's curious and clever, but it gives me the feeling of being frugal with something new. Like the page is, so pages definitely are messengers. This is a message of something that's brand new for material gain. And we did have the clover, and underneath that clover was a coin, and the coins are earth energy, with pentacles and fossils and all that stuff. Page of Pentacles, we've got, this is Taurus energy. Hi, Taurus. Studious, enterprising, hardworking, disciplined, practical. Okay, this is a new, well thought but untested financial opportunity. Brand new, small. It's a fruitful offer or connection or collaboration for gain and comfort. I'm sorry, I'm reading my notes and they're written kind of small. Is a purposeful, resourceful, and reliable young offer or person, or like a Taurus energy. That it doesn't have to be young to be Taurus, but it's full of potential but untested. Okay, so we've got the Tower here, alarm, storms. We got the Tower twice. There's some kind of liberation here. Then we've got the Page of Pentacles and the clover with the little coin. There's going to be a little bit of money at the end of this. It's like maybe there's going to be some kind of upheaval that you don't expect, but when things settle, it's going to be like, oh, hey, there was money in there. This could even be like a letter. Why do I? Yes, I do have messages here. So there could be like a letter or a notice or an email, or somebody just tells you, hey, heads up, there's something that's an opportunity here. but there's going to be something has to be destroyed in order to get it, okay? And at first you're going to be like, well, I don't know if I want to destroy that, or I don't know if I want to let that go. I don't know if I, can end that particular situation in order to get it. But like I said, you got to remember the tower is a liberation, not a punishment. So we got the tower as an anchor. We got the page of pentacles as a brand new small lucky financial opportunity. And then the bottom of the frickin' Lenormand deck is the bear. Okay? The bear says strength, protection, courage, resourcefulness. Yes. It says preparedness and prosperity. So that's wonderful. Okay? Okay, I love that. However, here's the salmon again. Look at this. We've got the fox in the first column watching the salmon go upstream, but then look at where it jumps into, right into the bear's mouth. Okay? And yes, I know that the bear is preparedness and prosperity and all those good things, but I just can't help but feel sorry for that salmon, because all the salmon wanted to do was get back to a love. And why do I say the love? Because it's water energy. In the animal wisdom deck, salmon is the 9 of shells, which is the 9 of cups, which is setting up for the 10 of cups, emotional fulfillment and love. I feel like there's an underlying motive here in whatever you're trying to do that is just trying to lead you back to something that you love. So something shakes you up, but it's lucky, something's releasing, something's telling you to nurture whatever you're trying to grow. What are you trying to grow? Is it the opportunity to go back to something that you loved, either something or someone? Okay. And then, like I said, this anchor cards were incredible. Tower card, again, Page of Pentacles, a small beginning, and that salmon jumped right into the bear's mouth. Does that mean that's the end of the journey for you for that salmon energy? I don't think so, and we'll continue on here, and I'll tell you why. So that's the overall. I know that's very long-winded. I'm sorry, I stutter, and sometimes my thoughts and ideas are not linear. That's the gist of it. Okay. Now, for clarifying, I did something different, and I laid out cards for Sun, Moon, and Rising. Just a few, okay? So if you are Scorpio Sun, dealing right now with the energy of the moon in your sign, you've got the Hermit, Virgo energy, and the King of Pentacles, Capricorn energy. Earthy energy. Scorpio, I know you hate this energy. It's like mud. You're a water sign and you're stuck deep in this earth energy and you feel like you're stuck in mud. Quicksand, right? Remember when we were kids? Well, I don't know, I'm Gen X. So I remember when we were kids, we were led to believe that quicksand was going to be a hell of a lot more of a problem in our future than it ended up being. And that could mean that there was something in the past that was hammered into you for you to be afraid of that ended up actually not being anything you needed to be afraid of. It's a waste of your energy. So Hermit energy here, Virgo energy, this is going within to gain a larger perspective. If you look at the Hermit, he's up on top of a mountain in exile. Virgo energy, very in your head, very alone in my principles, very analytical. They go high to see farther. Okay. I do give them honorary air sign energy because they're ruled by Mercury. Mercury is the thinker and he rules Gemini also. It's kind of an uncomfortable ruler for our earth sign, but it gives them quick wit, quick mind, quick processing, quick analytics, but it does kind of bog them down a little bit in that earth energy. It kind of makes them get stuck in the analysis. It's called analysis paralysis. It's again very air energy. I'm a Libra, so I know I get stuck in that too. That 8 of Swords energy, where you have to dissect every single detail in order to make sure that you understand it. Look, I am almost 50 years old and I have been in that energy my whole life. You know what happens? I can spend years dissecting something in order to make sure that I make a good decision, and I fuck it up anyways, because you never can tell what's going to happen. You just have to decide and do it. Okay? And they're telling me the reason that happens is because you take, in the time that it takes you to analyze everything, you're you're blocking yourself off from the energy that's flowing. It's change, it's in flux, it's flowing. It's the river that this salmon is trying to go up. Well, you're dissecting every single rock in the river. It's not the same river that it was 5 minutes ago. Now I've got that song in my head from Fort Huron, Lord Huron. It says, I'm not the same as I was this morning when the sun rose. I'm a different person. So even if we take months, weeks, hours, if we take every precaution that we can in order to study something so that we make a good decision, by the time we make the decision, all the conditions are different now. And that's how you get stuck in the rut, going around and around. Well, now I have to rethink everything. Don't do that. Okay? That's that hermit energy. On top of that, you've got the King of Pentacles, Capricorn energy, workaholic. There's something here, Scorpio suns dealing with Scorpio moon right now. Oh, that's interesting because my Scorpio is in my 10th house, which is career and money. So there is something here where you're mulling things over about money, okay? The King of Pentacles is the last king before the Emperor proper. So there's a transformation that's going to be happening to this energy where you're waiting for some kind of a level up, okay? The King is strong. He is financially stable. He's reliable. He's a workaholic. I give this to Capricorn, and Capricorn masculine energy will work themselves to the grave, to death. They will be pissed if they're in the hospital and they can't go to work. They will be angry if they're right near death and the doctor says you're never going back to work. They hate not working. It is that, again, with that salmon energy I was telling you, it is genetically ingrained in them spiritually that is who they are. Their love language is work. They will work to death to give you everything you need. That's their love language. So this King of Pentacles, but it's not just working. It is the responsible cultivation of his earnings. Okay, so there may be something here with the ones in the collective who are Scorpio Sun, dealing with Moon in Scorpio right now. You're kind of in your head about how to distribute, use, and increase your finances right now. Scorpio Moons, who are dealing with Moon in Scorpio right now. Again, a reminder for everyone across the board to check which houses these all happen in. Like my Scorpio is in my 10th house, okay? So with Moon in Scorpio right now, I'm feeling very how do I put this? I'm feeling very analytical about career and money, okay? Even though Scorpio is transformative energy, he is the consummate. I like to think of him as a researcher because he dissects things, you know? That's how I feel about Scorpio energy. He is the transformer. So I feel with my Scorpio 10th house and the Moon in Scorpio right now that I feel like there should be a change in career or money, or a shakeup, or a quickening. Yeah, the life. Give a little bit of life to the money situation, right? So Moon in Scorpio people, we dropped for you the Two of Cups. and the Page of Swords reversed. So the Two of Cups, a loving connection. You choose love. This twos are all the twos are choices. Okay, you are choosing love. And under the Devil and the quickening, the Tower, a little bit of luck. There's nurturing here. There's the salmon on the fox. There's so salmon on the fox again, with salmon trying to return home and the fox being very sly and crafty. I feel like there's an energy here of some in the collective who are trying to give themselves like a little I want to say a leg up, but it's like a little lucky kind of shift so that that salmon can go upstream, you know. It's like the fox was telling the salmon, hey, there's a bear over there. Don't get caught. I see you on your way. Good luck. I'm going the other way. Hey, nice to see you. Good luck on your way up the river. However, there's a bear up there, so be careful. And the salmon jumped into the mouth anyways. So this Two of Cups I love for you, Scorpio. Um, this look at this beautiful connection. They're even their minds are connecting. The cups represent two hearts. Each cup has a light in it, and the lights shine up and meet in between the the heads of the two people. So this represents people who have made a connection. What planet is that? I don't think that's Venus. I feel like that could be Neptune. I'm not sure. I'd have to look that up. There is a beautiful connection here in the third eye, in the chakras. This is a spiritual link, right? Page of Swords reversed. So, Page of Swords, it's a quick, analytical, logical, decisive. He can be secretive. He can be watchful and observant and studious. I feel like this reversed is like, I'm not keeping quiet anymore. That's the thing with the Page of Swords. Even though swords are communication and thoughts and um, mental processes and stuff, the page is a delay or just he's quiet about what he's observing. Okay, it's the mental side of Mercury energy. It's not the communicative side, it's the observant, analytical, processing side, okay? In reverse here, I feel like I'm not keeping my mouth shut anymore. I'm coming forward to say something. So I love this energy. There's a Two of Cups here. If the Page of Sword had been upright, I would have thought this is somebody who is shy, who wouldn't doesn't want to say anything. But now with it reversed, I feel like there was enough time. We have the Holly here, which is hibernation and withdrawal. Um, the Devil in the Tower twice. The bear caught the salmon, so there feels like delay here. Um, But now that this is reversed, even the delay or disappointing news is reversed. So I feel like whoever is coming forward, perhaps this is you. I did kind of try to gear this to reflect the collective. So you in the collective with Scorpio Moon in Scorpio right now, there is an opportunity for a Two of Cups, but you have to come out of your Page of Swords energy. No more hiding what you feel. Okay? It's like the page will sit on the message because, like I said, analysis paralysis. It's time to send the message. Okay? Don't delay. The Page of Swords upright is a delay or disappointing news. Reversed means the delay is taken off. What did we have here? The Tower, destroying the restriction of the Devil card. Okay, take it off. and speak your mind to your Two of Cups, okay? Scorpio rising. Hi. You dropped two cards for your summary here. First, you drop the Nine of Wands, then you drop the Empress, okay? That's the third Empress in this spread. Three different decks. Nine of Wands, Empress. So, we're coming through this power. There was a, like, that first card, that power card. There was an effort. There was an expulsion of energy, power, determination. That's when the fox dropped on top of power, and the salmon's going up the stream. Okay, that's a burst of determination. There is it's like returning to something that was abundant, returning to something that was your home, your heart just feel, your soul feels like that was home. So you're trying to return, and you're trying to nurture whatever that was within you with the Empress, the cow card. All of that, going through that burst to get up the rivers, up the rapids. And then you hit the devil, which is entrapment or loss of freedom. That's obligation. That's a bond that you make. That's a contract. This is a promise. A lot of times devil energy is described as, like, if this is from a relationship, it's a codependent relationship, because the devil card is technically the lovers in chains. Okay, so there was a situation here where it was loving and equitable at first when the lovers were brand new, and it was all um you know naked Netflix and chill. But now, after some life has happened, now there's responsibilities, there's obligations, there's it's like every decision you make is a chain, but it's your choice. That's the thing with lovers and the devil, it's all a choice. Plus, with this Two of Cups here, it's a choice. So choose what chains you choose what you chain yourself to, because those things can become your prison. Okay, and then you had the Tower here, blew the chains off you, blew the doors open. Empress energy is development again. I feel like you re-cocooned to recover from whatever that was, and to reinvest in your own empowerment. Okay, under that's where we lead for you, Scorpio risings. You've got the Nine of Wands, which is rest after a battle, boundaries, no more communication. That goes along with that Holly, with withdrawal and hibernation energy. You're redoing your vision board with the Seven of Shells. You're choosing what is going to make me happy, because what I just came through did not make me happy. And then on top of that Nine of Wands, you've got Empress again. It's like you're reinvesting in yourself, in nurturing something good. Empress energy is Taurus and Libra. Okay, I love this because you can see that in the animal wisdom, you've got the cow, which is the Taurus energy, just lounging there in the sun, being healthy and happy and pregnant and beautiful. And then it's also Libra energy here, ruled by Venus. Okay, so again, with this Nine of Wands, when we get to the Nine of Wands, it's utilizing the Eight of Wands that came before it, which is some kind of communication, some kind of help, some kind of activity, that once those staffs, once they land, they go tum, 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 and they line up and form a fence. And that's the boundary marker that you stand behind when you get into the Nine of Wands energy, so you can take a fucking breather. Look at him. He's on one knee and he's holding himself up by one last lonely wand. It's the last of his energy, the last of his will, the last of his strength and health. So you have some kind of messages coming in where after that you're going to take a break so you can recover from something and nurture yourself, because here's the Empress. This feels like you're going to be putting a little bit into your health in the next few days. Now, when I clarified that with the Rider-Waite, okay, Scorpio suns, you got the King of Pentacles. Scorpio moons, you got the Page of Swords reversed. Scorpio risings, you got the Eight of Cups. Above you here, you had the Seven of Cups. The Seven of Shells, the reworking of your vision board of what you want as a wonderful emotional fulfillment. Okay, this is emotional fulfillment. This goes way beyond he's got to be 6 foot, 6 figures, but a nice car, no baby mamas. This is totally different from that. That's bullshit, low vibrational energy. This kind of emotional vision board is, I want him healed, I want him happy, I want him stable, I want him ambitious for his own health. There's higher vibrational things that you're choosing. Now, something happened here where you're going to have to walk away from the Seven of Pentacles or the Seven of Cups, because again with the river. Now remember, in the Fox card you had the salmon running up river. In the bear card here, he's jumped into the bear's mouth, so he's caught up a little bit. In the theme that has been running through the last couple weeks with regards to the salmon energy, in the tarot of the Animal Wisdom deck, that Nine of Cups salmon keeps running into the Eight of Pentacles, which is the beaver. And what does the beaver do? But he builds a dam in the river and dams up the flow. So the water being the flow of emotional fulfillment, okay? So somebody is in King of Pentacles energy, damming up the river with too much work on their minds and not allowing the flow of emotional fulfillment, okay? He's not nurturing with the Empress 3 fucking times. He's not putting any nurturing energy into an emotionally fulfilling attachment, okay? Until we get the Two of Cups. Then that gives me a little bit of hope. However, if you look at this, the fox with the salmon going up river, right? And then remembering that it kept running into the beaver, which dams the river. Now look at the Eight. Okay, the beaver was the Eight of Pentacles, okay? Industrious work, the Eight of Pentacles, okay? Now look at the Nine of Cups. He's in that river, and the river is almost bone dry. There was no flow of emotions. There was no health in their river. There's nothing in there. There's barely any water. Those cups are empty. Something didn't work out, and he's walking away with one cup left. And that is what happens downriver from the salmon trying to get past the beaver who built that fucking dam and the Eight of Pentacles. Now we've got the Nine of Cups here, and the river is dry. There's no flow, okay? So something is going to come through that not just didn't pan out. It's just an ending of something that didn't pan out, okay? So you're deciding on what else you can adjust and what you have to leave behind. Now, again, this is just for the next couple days. This is not earth-shattering kabooms of upheaval. This is just disappointment in something that you thought was going to be emotionally fulfilling. It could just be as simple as somebody cancels a plan or something with you, or you were looking for something in the mail. I say mail because there's messages here. You were looking for something in the mail and it didn't come, and you had to walk away from some other opportunity. It's just, it feels like, damn, I put so much effort into getting here, and now that I got here, the river's empty and I gotta fucking walk home with wet shoes. You know what I mean? So the anchor cards for this particular row, Scorpio Sun, Scorpio Moon, Scorpio Rising, interesting. So we dropped, I just pulled the bottom of the deck, right? Bottom of the deck for the Easy Tarot, Four of Wands. Okay, why do I sound so excited about that? Because the bottom of the deck for the Rider-Waite was the Four of Wands. You've got 8 wands here. This is communication. Okay, that's activity. The Four of Wands is bliss and celebration, something coming, something. Okay, Four of Wands comes after the Three of Wands, which was the waiting game. Okay, waiting for whatever to manifest. Now there's Four of Wands. It's manifested. It's stable. There's people to celebrate with. Let's get in this fucking tent. Let's have a party. This is long term. This is the beginning of something more. 1111 twice. I mean, I usually don't. I really shy away from using the Four of Wands as that soulmate twin flame 1111 card, okay? But it came out twice. So we've got Four of Wands and Four of Wands. It's 8 wands of communication. Something wonderful is going to be revealed. Something is going to come into your knowledge. Something is going to come forward. You're going to be told about it. So this 8 of Wands, like I said, is the oh, hang on. The 8 of Wands is going to be the freedom that you need in order to take a breather. Because remember I said the 9 of Wands is using the 8 of Wands as a boundary so that you can take a fucking breath after this battle. This is a soldier, this is a knight or whatever. It could even just have been some middle-aged, middle-class dude that was given a lance and told to go to war. This was something very not excruciating, but something that was you used up a lot of energy and a lot of will and a lot of vitality and a lot of mental processing, and now something is coming in, information wise, message wise, communication wise. It could be news, it could be correspondence, it could be a lucky conversation. We did have the clover here as a little bit of luck. Whatever it is, you're going to use that information or that action or that new breath of something in order to create a boundary that you're going to get a moment's peace. Okay, just a moment, because there's going to be a lot of celebrating after that. 4 of Wands after a 2 of Cups. Come on. And you know what? I believe that communication is going to be at your discretion because you're the one that got the Page of Swords in reversed here. So as soon as you open up and accept communication, remember the Page of Swords upright is delayed or disappointing communication, but in reverse the delay is taken off and the disappointment turns into something wonderful. Okay, but you're the one that's got to open your mouth. Maybe it's your communication that's going to allow you to move on from something that was emotionally, I heard emotionally draining too, because it could be the draining of the water from that river is the emotional draining of emotions. Okay, so you're trudging over. Look how this person is walking. He's walking on the other shore, but he was able to cross that river with no problem because it's so low. Okay, but on the other side, you've got the 4 of Wands twice. Okay, underneath that was the 7 of Pentacles. That's investment maturing, and underneath the other one is a King of Wands. That's wonderful. Ooh, Wheel of Fortune. That's nice. we'll stop there. I hope this is resonating. I hope the messages are reaching whoever it needs to get to for your highest good. Not all messages are going to resonate for everyone in the collective. Leave what doesn't resonate now, but keep things in mind because they might make sense at a later time because you're all at different points along the timeline. Also, if you think of the zodiac and the energies as a play, you're all also different characters in the play. So I can read the script, I can read the energy on the board, but I cannot put you each individually into where the character that you're playing in the energy. You have to put yourself where you resonate. If you are vibing with my content, please take a moment to leave a like, leave a comment. I do really, really look for feedback, but I don't ever really get any. I do appreciate comments. Leave a like, leave a comment, share my video if you think a Scorpio or anybody that you think could benefit from it. Share my video and subscribe. It helps the algorithm on YouTube get my videos seen by more people. Also, in the description box, look for my email. You can email me. We can discuss a short one question personal read or a one question birth chart inquiry. Either one for about $15. You'll also find links in the description to my donation pages, Venmo and a Cash App. I appreciate any kind of feedback, any kind of interaction you guys leave me. Thank you so much for sticking with me. We are going to continue. Don't don't change the dial just yet. We do have a ancestor card from the Angels and Ancestors Oracle cards, and we've got some last minute messages from my theme deck. So for the Oracle card, you drop an Oracle, the Oracle. This the people in this deck particularly, this can be somebody in your bloodline, a past ancestor that actually was this. So like when the trader drops or the traveler or the teacher card drops, that would be somebody in your bloodline and ancestors that actually did that. In this case, somebody here in the Scorpio collective has an oracle in their bloodline. This says wait for important information. Now, again, that goes along with these 8 of wands together here. This 8, the 4 and the 4 making 8. Also, that page of swords reversed is the freeing up of that information. So this says wait for important information. It says be open and receptive to information. Gather facts so that you can make a decision that is in line with your integrity. That's that hermit energy with the King of Pentacles there. Angels, ancestors, and the universe are speaking to you at this time. So look and listen for important conversations, signs, and messages. What did I say? Important conversations. That's the Page of Swords reversed. That's the 8 of Wands, okay? What else? Important conversations, signs, and messages that will point you in the right direction. You're being guided to wait for more information before making any fast moves. Because the moment you are letting your wants get in the way, at the moment you're letting your wants get in the way of your needs. Okay, think back to the fox. The fox is looking at the salmon going upriver and he's saying, yo, good luck on your journey, but there's a bear up there. Okay, that's information that you need. And you might not even be listening to that fox. And you go upriver, and what happens? You jump right into danger's mouth, right in the bear's mouth. Okay, that's what it's saying about you're being guided to wait for more information before making any fast moves. You know, salmon are fast. Because at the moment you're letting your wants get in the way of your needs. Your wants are getting up that river. Your need is to not jump into a bear's mouth. There is an opportunity for you to see everything clearly at this time. That's Hermit energy. But you will only be able to do so if you're willing to truly open your eyes. If you've been waiting for further information about a choice, that Two of Cups, you have, if you are, hang on, I just lost my place. Clearly at this time, but you will be willing to open your eyes. If you've been waiting for further information about a choice, that Two of Cups, the choice you have to make or an action you have to take, don't take matters into your own hands, but let what needs to be revealed be revealed. Then you'll know what to do next. Angels are supporting you. Trust them. Okay. So the interesting thing is that when I dropped from the theme deck for extra messages, you did get messages here. 8 of Wands. So there's a lot of opportunity here for communication, a message, insight, clarity. Okay, this might be something that you overlooked. Like I said, the clover with the coin underneath it, you don't always look at your feet when you're walking, but there could be something lucky under there. That could be how this message comes in, something under the radar. Okay, 8 of Wands, communication, a letter, information, news, open correspondence, or conversation. Okay. After that, you also got Archangel Gabriel, the Annunciator. Okay, there's an annunciation here, some kind of communication. Again, it says clarity of divine purpose. That's what's coming in. It's a clarity of your purpose. That's wonderful because it feels like you're a little bit discombobulated going up this river. Okay, this salmon going up the river. Again, you've got this 8 of Cups here, which is walking away from something where the river ran dry. So you may be feeling a little bit off path now. So Archangel Gabriel is coming in with clarity of divine purpose. There's intercession here. There's miracles. There's direction. This also says a companion or escort through the underworld. That's that devil in tower energy. You're coming out with a guide, okay? But that guide, you have to connect with your higher self in order to hear it. And that is this Archangel Gabriel, the Annunciation. Again, I have to mention that Gabriel is, since it's, you see the card with the angel, his sigil, and the horn, and it's because Gabriel is the angel that blows the trumpet at the rapture, okay? He's the one that calls forth the dead in order to take account for their lives and actions. It's symbolically calling something forward that you thought had been put to rest in order to call it to account, okay? That could be what's coming in the messages. There's that analytical side with the Hermit and the King of Pentacles, that combing through things and actually looking at every single detail. There's something here that you might be able to bring something back to life with some information that maybe you missed the first time. Maybe it didn't come in clearly the first time. Maybe you just have to make a phone call and ask for clarity on something. Something like that, okay? This is wonderful. And then, but we've got a warning card here about mice, okay? And to me, mice is there's a nibbling away at some resources. And we did kind of see that here with the Hermit and the King of Pentacles. Remember, I was taking that long-winded way of describing how Virgo energy is very it can get stuck in that analysis paralysis in order to study every nuance of something, but then by the time they're ready to make their decision, everything about the situation has changed, okay? I feel like there's somebody in the energy, this is, again, like an underlying kind of, this is not a huge, on the surface kind of energy. This is like an underlying, maybe there's something nibbling away at resources, a slow dwindling. There's a waste here. And this to me feels like that Hermit energy with the King of Pentacles. You're sitting on your money too long and it's not being utilized frugally, okay? It's just petering away a little by little. And I know, okay, I'm very familiar with this feeling because I do have a blockage in buying things, paying things, going shopping for things because I want to hang on to the money. Okay, that's my Capricorn rising. I want to hang on to the money, but the longer you hang on to it, the more it's spent out from under you, little by little, until all of a sudden you held on to it too long and now it didn't grow. You squeezed it so much that you killed it. There's no life in it anymore. You didn't let it grow. So there's a mice energy here. There's a slow nibbling away at some kind of resource that you have. So mind those things. Usually when that card comes up, they were telling me, mind things like in your bank account. Like there's those apps that search your bank account for old subscriptions that you don't use anymore. Those are things that like for a year and a half I had Credit Karma coming out of my it was like a credit score watch thing, right? Monitoring. Didn't do shit. It didn't do anything but take $35 a month out of my account. That was it. So there's something where there's a little bit nibbling at your resources. Go through um, go through and make sure that you're not spending things that you're not using. Okay, that's what I got for everybody. Thank you so much for sticking with me. I hope it resonated. Please look in the description for my email and my donation links. I appreciate any interaction. I hope that resonated. I'm sorry it was over an hour. Again, I'm working on it. But until I see you tomorrow or later on, thank you for watching. Bye.